Hello and welcome back, my fellow gamers. This is DZ Devil Gamer Plays. We're going to go ahead and continuing on with our story here as Mr. Cole Hunter. So in our last episode, we had made a trip to the salvage yard, grabbed a new vehicle, brought back a whole bunch of metalworking supplies. In doing so, I do have kind of one thing that I'm kind of running out of, which is space to put everything. So I'm either gonna have to start doing my own boxes. I think I'm just gonna build a couple real quick just to throw some of this stuff in. I think eventually I'm gonna have to actually start thinking about whether or not I want to build a permanent structure here. For us to live in and sleep in, because I'm not gonna be able to stay the way I am forever. It's just not gonna be feasible. Alright, so we're gonna grab some of these nails here. I thought I had some nails already opened up somewhere. Maybe in the first box. There they are. Alright. Pretty sure I still have a hammer on me. Yeah, I do. Alright. So I need to add some more boxes over here to the end of our crafting area here. There's gonna be just some basic crates. I think eventually I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get the real crates from. I guess I can probably go over to the farm across the road and grab some more. Alright, I'm gonna saw up some of these planks or these logs real quick. Still have a saw on me? Yeah, I do. Alright. Alright, let's speed saw these up real quick. Alright. So I'm sure I'm overweight because I'm sure my person just picked up all of those planks, because why not? Alright, so I'm going to build 2 more boxes to put stuff in real quick. I know eventually I'm going to build maybe a small thing for chickens. Yeah, so 4 boxes I think should be enough to put all this stuff in that I grabbed. Alright, I'm going to dump the rest of these back up in here. I'm going to put the nails back in there too. So I think eventually I'm going to also make a trip. I don't know when, but I need to make a trip down towards the crossroads, I think it is. Oh, I'm not going to be able to put all those in there. Oh, bloody hell. And head back over towards the police station in Muldra, and then also go back to Doe Valley and go to the gun store there, because I never went in the back room there. So there's probably a lot of guns and things there that I could probably still grab. I do still need a good knife as well. So I know that's something I'm going to want to grab at some point in time. Alright, so that's a paint. Stones. Alright, I'm going to grab all these stones and move them in where the paint is, and then I think I'm going to move the paint to the end. I want all the stones kind of next to each other at the moment. But I don't want them in the same container here as all this other stuff. Let's put them in here. Alright, those ones. We'll move all this down all the way to the end. Alright. I have no idea. I don't even know why I picked up paint. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where I'm painting anything, but if I do, I want to have my choices. And in order to build my, if I do plan on building a giant base here, big enough for me to sleep in, I'm gonna have to eventually tear this cabin down. Or at least maybe I could tear down the walls of part of it and maybe keep part of it. I don't know. I'll have to figure out how I want to work that. It'd be nice to like keep it, just for some of the parts of it are kind of cool looking. I don't know. I'd have to really think of how I want to do that. All right, let's pick up all these other stones off the ground here real quick. Can I not pick them all up? I only pick up 14 at a time? Is that what's going on here? Oh, did I just take all the stones out of there instead? I think I did. I thought I was picking up the stones off the ground. That wasn't very smart of me. Alright, let's pick up all these stones off the ground. We'll dump all these in here. Alright. So, in order to any kind of loot runs, I'm gonna have to get all this stuff out of here. I have I loaded up big time with at least the amount of metal stuff I grabbed. So I'm gonna have to move a lot of this down to the boxes here at the end. I think that one's full. That one has welding. Yeah. I'll eventually come through and maybe organize this, but right now I just want to get it out of the back of the van. The person's also getting hungry. I honestly can't remember if I had left fish inside this container over here. I feel like I might have. No, I guess not. How about in the fridge? Did I leave any fish in the fridge? Some snails, a carton of eggs. I do have a fish basket. Let's unpack all these fish real quick. And then we're going to put this basket away. Get it out of there. Maybe open the egg carton. I don't think I had any food in my bag, right? No. Alright, let's put this basket in here. Alright, let's put all this food in the oven real quick. Yeah, I think all these fish are too small for slicing, right? Alright, let's just throw all those in the oven. The egg should be done first, I think. Just gotta get all these things to go from uncooked to cooked. All right, let's grab that. All right, so we got some fish I can eat. What's my weight looking like? 83 and going up. So I don't want to be eating too much fish because that means my weight's going to go up really fast, and I don't want that to happen. So we're going to put some of this fish in here. I'm going to put one in there, and then I'll eat one. I need to eat something because I'm starving. I'll do that and then I'll eat an egg. Alright, now I did see a bag of sand out here somewhere that I can use to make more chum for my trap. I can add the fish guts to that. And that way we can fish a little bit later. And fish guts. Alright. So I haven't checked these traps since I laid them, so there might be something good in there. If there's anything, all I'd be looking for would be frog legs. Add bait. Did I get anything? Crawfish, tadpole, frog. Excellent. That's what I want. I want the frog. Mussels, crawfish, tadpoles. I think the tadpoles are okay for fishing. I don't know that they're as good as some of the other stuff. I don't think I've ever used a tadpole, honestly. I need a box so I can slice up the, Can I not slice it? I think it's that is what's stopping me. Oh, I think it's there it is. Butcher small animal. Yay. Thank you. Now, frog meat makes for excellent fish bait. So we're going to put you in the fridge here, because we're going to use you later at some point in time. Still hungry. Should I eat the other fish fillet? Yeah, I'll just eat this other crappie. I'm gonna have to go to sleep here because my person's super tired. Let me check my skills. Is there any books or anything that I could probably read? So glass making, first aid, foraging. That's pretty much it. I think I've done everything else. Done the welding, metalworking. I think I've read all the main books I needed to read already. Probably. Alright, so everything that's materials here. We're gonna grab all these. Crap. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't know what happened, why I ended up grabbing all that other stuff. I didn't mean to stick it in my backpack. Alright. Put it in this one, maybe? I know I'm gonna have to make a bucket at some point in time too to do the forge thing. I do have a sack of gravel on me right now. I'm gonna put the rest of it down right here. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Stop it. Go away. I want to build. No, that's not what I want either. Thank you. That's what I want. Yeah, eventually I'm going to go find a road, and I'm just going to dismantle the whole road with all my plethora of bags. Or I should say sacks that I have. Alright, so all this stuff here needs to come out. The only thing that should be left in here should be just the car parts. And the bags. Alright, how much of this stuff is left? That in there. I have the mason's chisel, which means I can chisel the rocks into bricks, I think now. So I got a good bit of the stuff that I'll need to be able to build when I'm ready. And I do have an idea for what I want to build as far as a structure. I think it'll look neat. And I think maybe tying it into this existing building would work great. Let's make it 540. I'll make 530. Let's sleep real quick. Person's super uber tired. Of course, it's still dark. It's all right. Where's the gloves? Wow, all my clothing is dirty? Alright, let's just do this. Alright. All my stuff's wet, but at least I'm not filthy dirty anymore. So I know in a previous video, I don't remember which video it was, I think it was the last one, I was looking for my sledgehammer. I did find it. So when I was breaking up the rocks, I accidentally, I guess I must have shoved it in the back of this truck. So that's actually where the sledgehammer was. As you can see, it's back in my inventory now. Now that I know that it didn't just disappear, it's because I actually used it. So it was my doing. So I'm still weighed down. So I'm not really sure what it is that's weighing me down. I haven't figured it out yet. I do have all these keys on me, so I'm gonna maybe sticks all these keys away. I don't really know what they're for. I know I don't need probably any of them. Trying to think of what else I have on me that I can probably get rid of. Jeez. Yeah, this thing's supposed to be only holding just the, not that one. This one. Supposed to only be holding those. Oh, I still have gear on me. That's what's probably weighing me down. I put stuff in my backpack on accident. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Alright, the caffeine pills, the beta blockers. Ratchet wrench, screwdriver, and a wrench. Screwdriver and a wrench. Ratchet, screwdriver, wrench. I can grab those out of there. I don't need them in the back. I already have them on me. Ah, I got too many of them. Where did I dump all that other stuff? The random stuff. There it is. Alright, let's... Did I just put them in there? I did. Alright. Alright, so I have the sledgehammer, the crowbar. I think I have everything on me that I need. Alright, I don't think I left anything inside the vehicle, right? I think I was good with that. Just take all that stuff out. It's all garbage. So I think should be in here is the sacks. Oh, I need to find the shovel. I took this shovel out of here and put it somewhere too. That's also going to need to go back in here. Go in there. Shovel. I think it's in here. Yeah. Almost have the spade, or if I can't dig. Alright, so I have the jack tire pump. I have everything I need to be able to take apart car parts or fix this one. Do I have food in the glove box? I don't think I did. I think I don't have anything in there. So I'm going to have to run inside and grab some kind of snacky type food. And shove it in the glove box. Granola bar. Chocolate bar. And peanut butter. That should be enough. That way I have stuff inside the glove box in case I'm out and about and I'm starving. Put these three things in there. We'll put the peanut butter on me. All right. So it's morning. We're awake. We're alive. I don't know if I want to start any of the building right this moment. There's still a lot of this clearing of all these logs that I cut down. And then eventually I'm going to make a trip to one of the roads and bring back a whole bunch of gravel. Because I want to have the bottom floor of the base will be all gravel. With the rock walls all the way around it is my plan. And then I'm going to have a set of stairs, I think, that'll go up to the second floor, which will be all wood, which that'll be where I end up living. Well, at least sleeping. Because it has to be large enough, one big, large room. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that. I'm going to knock out some of the walls off the existing cabin and use that maybe as one of the crafting stations, since it's already an enclosed building. That might be a good idea. I don't know what I just ran over. A zombie, maybe? Interesting. Alright, so we're going to head down, go back to Doe Valley, break into the back room there at the gun store, and see what we got inside. I'm hoping for a knife or two. I knew I need a hunting knife. And if I don't find that, I'm going to have to start going to some of the different houses and looking for knives or butter knives and looting, because I really need them. Without them, I can't repair my axe. And if I'm going to be cutting down any more trees, I need to be able to repair my axes. And the only way to repair them is to cut the heads off and put a new head back on. But if I allow my axes, the heads, to go all dull, then I won't, when I cut off the heads, it's not going to be the same. It'll just stay a dull head. So I need it to be able to cut it off before that happens. So otherwise, I would have to make a trip maybe to Brandenburg to check out their fire department for some more axes or a fire axe. If I could find a wood axe, would be perfect. You know, because then I could keep sharpening that and using that to cut down the trees, because it's more effective at cutting down trees. I am planning on putting out probably another short, small video of some more in-game tips for players on surviving and playing in Project Zomboid. My last video seems to have done real well, and it seems like a lot of people enjoyed it, so I think based on that, I will use that as my guideline to possibly do more of those videos. So and that being said, I think we're almost out to the main road here. And then it's a jaunt down the road towards Doe Valley. There shouldn't be that many zombies there unless some have wandered in. We killed a whole bunch when we were out and about. There the last time we used a couple of the cars to just run them down. So we'll probably shouldn't have to do that again. We should be able to just kill them. My person's not tired or anything, so I should be able to kill them on my own without having to use a car. Yeah, the only time I use cars is when my person's tired and I don't want to risk with the muscle strain mechanic. When you're tired, you get the muscle strain kicks in a lot. It seems like it kicks in a lot faster. And you're more likely to either get grabbed by a zombie or just get outright killed. So in order for me to avoid that from happening, I'm just gonna not engage, so to speak. Now I might check out that house there that's got the it's got a lot of zombies in it. Well, I don't know if it's a lot, but there was like 4 or 5 hanging outside. Looks like it had like a garage or something inside it that might have some good loot, maybe. Usually if there's a lot of zombies with the mechanic, the way they set it up, there's more zombies should mean that there's good loot there, or at least more loot. Should be the loot distribution, I think is how they term it in the game wiki. Alright, where are we? Should be coming up on it here soon. I don't remember if there were any wrecked cars in the road. I don't think there were. Alright, let's slow down a little bit. I don't want to go plowing into a bunch of zombies and trash my new vehicle. Alright, I see one over there. I'm not seeing anything here yet. Alright, so we're at the gun store. It looks remotely dead, so to speak, so alright, we're gonna close this door. I think last time I was here I heard zombies somewhere. I don't know if they were in the back. Anyway, I'm gonna double check these for a knife, just because I still need a knife. So there's some guns there. Some guns there. Fishing magazine. Whole bunch of ammo there in this one, so we're probably gonna hit that one, grab all the ammo. Alright. Alright, so what do we have? Bunch of ammo. Bunch of ammo. Bulletproof vest. Bunch of ammo. Bunch of ammo. Bunch of ammo. Alright, so not what I was hoping. So we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna grab this. We'll grab all the 9mm and all the 5.56. I might grab the 45 rounds too. I think I grabbed the 44 earlier. I'm not grabbing the 38s. Yeah, if I could find a 223 Magnum. Yeah, if they could create a mechanic that allows you to God, I can't talk. It's 2 large knives, but I don't think it's what I need. Alright, let's go dump some of this. I'm way overweight. That carton